Hello, beautiful and handsome people. Welcome back to My Take by Muthoni. Oh, so guys, as we all know, this is Men's Health Month, and last week was Men's Mental Health Week. And with that, I was just like sitting, and then I was like, you know what? Let me ask the guys to send in a recording to hear what they have to say about mental health, and maybe some didn't know how to go about it, so I put maybe 3 questions to answer, and not everyone sent. Let me tell you guys, I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting that people will send, but clearly people don't want to talk about it. Clearly, like, we all say like people are not familiar with the like mental health kind of topic, but it's absolutely true, because I have like how many guys who sent in? Very few. And then I had to do physical interviews, and let me tell you, rejection is real. But mtu anakwambia no, they don't want to talk about it, or maybe they're not open to it, or they're just like, yeah. I have friends who don't even believe in men's mental health. Imagine. So first of all, thank you for all the guys who sent in. I had to poke others like, yo, need to me please content, and I'm so glad they sent. They're so amazing. We were just about to listen to them. Yeah, they're really amazing, and personally I've learned quite a lot. So yeah, so let's get on to today's video. Let's get on to today's audio. I hope you listen till the end. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, I've ever experienced a mental crisis. Mine was a depression. I was depressed, and it came about as a result of losing someone I really loved in the worst way. So a few years ago, I was in a very romantic relationship with this Chile, just like any other man or any other teenager. So everything was going well until we started long distancing. This Chile just woke up on one fine day and just decided to call it quits. She never explained why she was doing it, or what was wrong, or how she even came into terms with everything that was going on, or how she arrived at that decision. She just told me, listen, we are done, it's over, and never even replied to any of my messages or calls. So just left there. You can imagine, I was left stranded, confused, disorganized, helpless, not knowing what to do, not knowing what to feel, not knowing who to talk to. It was so bad for real, because the breakup came at a point that I had also lost my grandpa. So I was dealing with two co-occurring events, one losing a girlfriend and the other one losing a member of the family. And in a relationship, one deeply invests in things like feelings, emotions, time, energy, resources. Oh my god, it was so overwhelming. Physically I was there, but emotionally and mentally I was really sorry to say. Oh, how did I cope? I went for therapy without informing anyone from my family or even from a circle of friends, because I felt they didn't care. And true to that, some of them, they just didn't care, or maybe tunaweza sema they didn't know what to do. Maybe going for therapy, it was a decision that came to my mind because I felt I was losing it for real. I privately sought for help, and I would urge every man listening in right now to try therapy or go for therapy, because therapy is not for the weak, or it doesn't make you weak as a man, or going for therapy doesn't make you less of a man. Because I went for therapy. Right now I'm not a weak man. It didn't make me weak. Going for therapy didn't make me weak. So I will urge all men to try therapy. Therapy is nice. What will I tell a man struggling with mental health crisis? Next question. I would urge all men going through silent mental health battles to open up and let people that love them hold space for them. I mean, open your mouth and speak about it. I understand it may be hard for us men, but I'm just saying, speak about how you feel and what you're going through. I know for us men, we are not encouraged to talk about our feelings. In fact, we are discouraged from doing so. But talking about it, whether people get to know it or not, will actually save you as a man. So trust me, I've been there and survived it. Yeah, I will encourage you to do so. Thank you, Dan.
Yes, I have had a couple of mental health disorders, that is anxiety, depression, ADHD, psychosis, and another number. So how do I cope with it? I think it depends with the disorder itself. So if it is the first step was actually go to see a psychologist. Then after an assessment, went to see a psychiatrist. Was recommended to go see a psychiatrist. Had a few medications to kind of as a relief. That is for maniac disorder and the depression and anxiety. So seeing a psychologist was a good step. So that's I got to kind of learn I'm going through this and it's normal.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it, just knowing that it's normal and you're not going through something that you're the first person to go through it, and you kind of get professional help to work through it. Yeah, so from there,
A question. If maybe somebody does not have finances to get medical support, like what can you advise them to do?
okay, the easiest thing, so for myself, I was lucky enough to have medical cover. So if you're not in a position to have medical cover, because for therapists it's expensive.
Yeah.
That's around 4Gs per session.
Session,
So I would recommend somebody to go to Madare. So you get an hour with a psychologist or a psychiatrist for the 200, and then it's a good start for help.
yeah. That's a good one. So what will you tell any man struggling with a mental health disorder and they feel like it's a lot? So what will you tell them?
I think the first thing is kind of remove the notion of men are supposed to handle things by themselves. You're not supposed to be dealing with it by yourself. You're supposed to find someone to talk to, someone that you can trust, and through the talking helps a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, true.
Talking helps a lot.
Yeah, true.
Even if the person might not have answers, just having somebody to listen to the issues helps a lot. And then from there, start finding better coping mechanism, because there are a lot of men go for coping mechanisms that are unhealthy. That's drinking, that's drugs. There are some that get into questioning behaviors.
Yeah.
So kind of learn that I'm in this and I'm not alone in this. There are a lot of people that are going through this.
Yeah.
And there is somebody that I can find to talk, and they will understand, or they will refer me to somebody that can help.
Yeah.
And if it's too much, as I said, find a session, do therapy, group therapy.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Sema mbio probably ni hii inaongelea standard relationship. I think yenye watu wanapendana, that is unampenda naye anakupenda. Most females think that so you don't need to pamper them or be soft with them. Sasa huko nje naweza piga mangumi na watu wengine, lakini wewe nibembeleze, unaona. So probably watu wengi wasichana wengi hawaconsider, unaona. Mimi tu ndo nahitaji kubembelezwa kwa relationship. Sisemi ati sasa baba babe ama nini, but just hold him or something. Sio lazima aende akuhold kila time. Mshike, usiache kila time yeye ndiye anakushika.
Yes, I have had so many mental breakdowns. Not once, not twice, but many times. And most of them are caused by overwhelming schoolwork, maybe tasks you have been assigned to and you haven't yet accomplished them, and the deadlines are almost reaching. And also maybe you may be affected by other external factors like family issues, maybe issues with other people, Yeah, so that those are the like kinds of triggers that cause mental breakdowns for me. Yeah, and how did I cope? So one method that I trust to cope is that I love reading books, most of the self-development and the motivational kind. I'm listening to motivational pieces because okay, they really encourage me and they really impact me. So that is one method I use, and another one is sharing. If you share to a person you trust, not necessarily anyone, but a person you trust, actually sharing the problem gives you a level of fulfillment. Uh, yeah, let's say okay, there is this quote: sharing a problem is actually getting it half solved. So another method I use is sharing with other people, and then the method is like having a self-analysis, or let's say self-internalization. That is analyzing yourself and looking at any hindrances, any triggers that cause the mental breakdowns, and also being at peace with yourself. Making yourself at peace, mm, necessarily with yourself at first, is a very big step to coping up with such situations. Yeah, before you change others, just first try to change yourself. Yeah, so have self internalization. And what can I tell another person out there? Yeah, what I can say is that, yeah, it's not something to be hidden. We all experience mental breakdowns in one way or another, at a time or another. So we should be able to cope with this. So if you feel like it's reaching a point whereby it's overwhelming, please try and share with a person you trust, uh, a person you may trust. Someone seek help, seek help, because you don't know who you will find, ama who you'll encounter to help you. So just seek help when things are going out of hand, and also take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. Don't get yourself into things that may trigger your mental illness. No, not mental illness, but your mental breakdowns or mental crisis. Yeah, so yeah, thank you.
I feel like men in this society, men aren't supposed to show weakness. The moment you show weakness, kuna venye mtu feel stigmatized. As in for men, you should always show strength. I feel as if it can take a toll on one's mental health. The men wenye wananisikiza in women's conference, all the men wenye wananisikiza, like manze, don't give up manze, jipende. Hata watu wasema usijipende, wajipende bro. Usipojipenda kuna mtu atakupenda hii dunia. I feel the first step yenye unaweza take ku undergo this issue ni, I feel the solution is just take care of yourself.
Don't let any suicidal thoughts get to you or any bad thoughts. Just give it time. Be closer to God and just surround yourself in a positive environment, and just try to laugh. That really helps me out. Just try to laugh. Yeah, when you're in a gloomy mood, just look for something funny or someone funny to be around and just laugh. That will surprisingly make you feel better. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that issue.
So guys, I hope you all have listened to all these that our mails have submitted. And if you want to send in more, you can keep on sending. I will receive them. I will put my email here so that you can see. And yeah, we can work together. I mean, I can have maybe videos where anyone can send in a video, or a video if they want to, or you can send an audio or a recording on my email before we get our WhatsApp number to receive those audios. So yeah, so if maybe you want to talk about your mental health or share your story or share something, a tip, I will be putting it at the end of every video for every audio I receive. So let's make this a clear platform that anyone can send in, not only the guys this time. Yeah, but this was just a video for the men. So I hope you've enjoyed those videos, those audios. I hope you've enjoyed those audios. They are really, really, really nice. I have learned so much. I have learned that pia men wanataka kushikwa. Others cope differently from the others. Yeah, and mostly for me, my takeaway is that most of the people have pressures, books, family, and relationships. So as women, since they're in a relationship with us, unless maybe they're in a relationship with you as a guy, but mostly for us females, we have a lot of work to do because we are such big contributors to men's life. So we also have to treat them with grace. My take is that I've learned that we are all human beings. It's just that we are all the same. There are points somebody has said and I'm like, what? Even you? Me too. So I was like, we are all the same. There is no mental health for women or for men. We are all the same because we are on this earth the same. We are all human beings. It's just that we have different genders. So that's my take. We are all different. I mean, we are all the same, but we are going through different situations, but we are handling them the same way. So we all need to give each other grace. So meaning you have to be your sisters and your brothers' safe space. So I hope you've liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Comment and let me know what you think of this video. Yeah, I'll put my email on the description box. Yeah, so till next time, bye bye.